guys, it's Joshy here and I'm back with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Now, if you guys have seen, if you haven't, I'm actually going to link it right in the end of this video now. I did my challenge where I had to poison or sleep every Pokemon in a team. So this is actually what I started off against Toasty trying to do, and then it went a bit off path and it ended up an interesting battle. So I thought, I'm going to show it off. So why not? So as I said, it's against Toasty, who I have battled a few times recently in my videos, and this usually happens. There's someone who's on a regularly one-on-one, or sometimes I'll just battle them 3 times in a row in one day. Because why not? Anyway, so I lit off with my Parasect while he lives off with Hong Kong. He's a Dusclops. Now, this Dusclops likes to grab boobs. But anyway, I lit off. I'm going to go for the Spore. I knew I was going to outspeed, so I thought I'll get this thing to sleep. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. But then, you know, that gave me the first one put to sleep on his team. So I was getting there. I was like, it's gone down. But, you know, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go for a Leech Life. I thought he might have swapped, is why I went for the Leech Life as well. But he stayed in, and I thought, yeah, that didn't do much damage. It did more than I expected, especially with an Eviolite. I'm guessing, you know, decently defensive Pokemon. But also, I am a max attack. Max attack and silver powder. So I've got a boost in my bug move as well. So now I swap out to my Roselia while he swaps out to his Arvalug tabletop. And I was like, I'm going for the Toxic anyway. I know I'm going to outspeed, and I may survive a hit because I am an Eviolite. I believe max attack, max HP, max special defense. So I know he's a physical attacker usually. So, but I do just hold on to that life there. So I'm not going down, which is cool. So I got him poison. I thought, while I'm at it, let's throw up some Leech Lives. Leech Lives? Freaking hell. I'm recording Silver at the same time, well, not right at the same time around it, and I just that Zubat with his Leech Life, and this is probably going up before then, so foreshadowing. Anyway, I got the Leech Seeds up, and Roselia is down. So that didn't worry me, because more and more HP off this thing, the better. So I thought, well, this would be a decent time to bring in Sweetness. Now, I know this thing isn't a very special defensive thing, and I would have been best going for a Quiver Dance first, but I don't know if I just thought, let's see how much I can take off. At least with a Quiver Dance, you know. But whatever, I didn't, and that's what I chose to do. So Sweetness is going to hold on with the Focus Sash there, which works out fairly well. But, you know, this thing's going to give me a tiny bit back, but a Quiver Dance would have definitely been good there. So anyway, I'm getting that HP back, and thanks to the poison being there for a couple of turns, he's going to go down anyway this turn. That, no worries for Sweetness, but unfortunately there might be things that could possibly outspeed. So he brings in Moon, which is his Lunatone, which is pretty cool. I do like Lunatone and Solrock, and I really need to use one soon. So I thought, okay, well I didn't get a boost, so I thought I'll swap out here, and I'm going to bring in Horse Surprise, because I'm expecting a special attack. Now, I didn't expect Psybeam, because I'm on, like, what, 5 HP or something like 10. I expected him just to use Psyche, but he went for the Ice Beam, so that didn't help with the swap, because it is super effective, so it took off over half. But lucky for me, I have the Moringa Berry that my special defense is going to go raise. And if he did stay in, I had to be careful. So I did actually go straight for the rest here, because I was like, if I stay in, if I go for the Toxic and he stays in and hits me with an Ice Beam, I'm going to put in a really hard position where I'm pretty much dead the next turn. But he did swap out, so I could have avoided using the rest, but I would have gone for Toxic anyway, so it didn't matter. So anyway, I'm fast asleep, and I was like, okay, well, might as well sleep talk, see what happens here. But we've got 2 Stally Pokemon. The only thing is, I knew this thing was going to pull out its Haze probably at some stage to remove my special defense boost, or after something else hit me, he may have removed my defense boost, because I am a Stamina Horse, Mudsdale, I won't say Horse Surprise. So I'm going to go for another sleep talk, you know, see what I get off with this thing. And I get the Toxic, so I'm like, I'm not going to complain, because even though this thing had already been put to sleep, so for the challenge I was aiming for, it had already been achieved, this Toxic's going to help when it racks up against this little groping, ghostly bastard. Because, yeah, gosh, some Pokemon with Eviolite are just absolute walls. But, you know, if you want to carry a knockoff on every team, but I'm going to carry whatever I feel like on my team, because I don't care. So I'm going to swap out there, which does reset his sleep meter, which would have been smarter in the long run for me, just to stay in and take another hit. And I swapped out. So I brought Sweetness in, and unfortunately takes that hit, so that was just a sack off there, so really should have stayed in, but it gets a little bit more poison up. So at this point, I've got 2 down, he's got 1 down, and no one's looking in a horrible position to go down. So let's bring in headbuns because I'm an idiot and forget. And I've gone for infestation, like, yeah, let's trap this thing in, this will be great. And I forget the new things, like, dark Pokemon with a prankster Pokemon. Prankster moves don't work on dark Pokemon, or, just some of these new things. So this turn I was like, okay, well, this is working out. 1, maybe 2 more turns, he's going down. I can use Giga Drain, get some of my own HP back. And then he swaps, and I'm like, what? Oh, that's right, you can't trap ghost Pokemon in. Moron. But, benefit? He swapped in this guy against my Giga Drain, so at least I'm going to get all my HP back, or almost all. Nope, yep, definitely all. And this thing's in a good position to be taken out. So then he goes for the Psychic, and I was like, okay, so it does just over half, so I'm down. Now, obviously, if I was going for a full-out kill him battle, I should have gone for a Giga Drain there and taken him out, but I was still trying to achieve that challenge at this stage, which did, is obviously putting me in a harder position in areas. So I'm definitely down this turn, which did suck, but I was getting on my path to a challenge. That had 3 so far. And, yep, so Headbuns is going down. That's unfortunate. So that leaves me with 3, and he's got 5. As I said, if anyone did watch the challenge, I didn't have to kill any Pokemon. I just had to afflict them with either sleep or poison. So I still had a possibility to work this. So he goes for the Psychic here, and unfortunately I have lost my Moringa Berry, so that's going to do a hell of a lot of damage. And my defense is going to get boosted, so I do wake up, and sorry, when I said earlier if I return it resets my sleep, it obviously doesn't. Even though I've already done this battle, because I did it. I just am an idiot, so yeah. Hashtag Josh is an idiot. But he's just going to live there with the toxic damage. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, oh. And then he swaps out. And I'm like, oh well, I'm asleep, so what else can I do? And he swaps in Hong Kong, which is a good idea, really, because, he can get that back. But I swap out too, so I thought I'll bring in my Kricketune because he's going to go down this turn. And whatever he hits me with, it doesn't really matter. And I don't know, I'm obviously not going to get a Fell Stinger kill off on here because, this guy is dead from Toxic. So I thought, oh well, I'll go for the Air Slash. Doesn't do too bad damage, but, he's obviously going to pull out the Pain Split. And, yeah. So, but the Toxic's working up against him, which is the big thing. So I'm like, okay, well, at least it's still a 2-hit KO for me with the Nightshade, so I'm definitely just going to go for another Air Slash and work him down. So this time he's going to go for the Nightshade, as I said before, I'm a 2-hit KO. So he's going to drop me down by 50 HP, which puts me in a space to be taken out next turn. But luckily for me, no problem, because I don't know why I went for a Fell Stinger. I was actually hoping he'd swap out there and save this guy again, so I might be able to get an attack boost from the Lunatone that could be swapping in just to be sacked off for a turn for some reason. So it didn't happen, but it was a possibility. So I'm going down there to the Nightshade, but thanks to my stalling around and taking him down, Hong Kong Titty Grabber is going down as well. So I have 2 and he has 4, which is looking great. So the challenge is still achievable, but I have to play this right. So anyway, I bought out Parasect, and he brings out Mirror Beat, which is a great matchup for me. So he's going to swap straight out, no point staying in, and bring in just the tip. Only going to bring the tip in, nothing more, just the tip. Just the tip, and I'm going to Fell Stinger him, which does a shit ton of damage and takes me down to red health. So I am not in a bad position here, and then he goes for the Crunch. I'm like, okay, well, still going for my challenge. So thank you for the defense drop there, that was wonderful. I go for the Spore. That's a good idea. Get the Spore up, that's another one ticked off. So I've got the Ludicolo and the last Pokemon waiting that I need to afflict, and I challenge is achieved. So I don't know why that happened there, and it will happen again when my recording's stuffed up again, so it's pissing me off. So I thought, oh, with that sleep now induced Raticate, I am able to swap in my Horse Surprise and probably work this out. So if I can just get a Sleep Talk Earthquake, he's down for sure. So I've gone for the Sleep Talk and I get rest. Surprise, surprise. So, oh well, and he's asleep again. So I thought, yay, second chance without damage. So this time I was like, okay, well, I'm that much of a moron that I just clicked Earthquake, thinking I want to hit him. I remember clearly now, I didn't just like think, oops, you know, like, oh, I hit the wrong move. I literally clicked earthquake because Josh is a moron. But luckily for me, he misses double edge, so thank you for that. Anyway, he brings out Mirror B, and I'm like, not too bad. I'm hoping I'll survive this. And yeah, I'm down. That crit could have really mattered. And thanks to that going down, the only status I can inflict is Spore now, so it's not going to work. I can't achieve it. So this stage I was like, okay, let's get this done. So I was hoping for this, and he does go for the Hydro Bump, so my dry skin like kicks in and I get some HP back. And I'm going straight for that Leech Life. And that is going to demolish Mirror B. Now, I've versus, this Ludicolo before. I'm going to say max speed, max special attack, because he's a Rain Dancer user, but he mightn't be max speed, he might be a bit more around. So anyway, he brings in his Anus Flytrap, the Caranavine, and I'm guessing with that Sword Dance he believed he was more defensive than he needed to be. So I'm going straight for the Leech Life again because I am, as I said, max attack, Silver Powder, stab boost, that I'm hitting too hard. So in comes Moon here to try and save the day, but yeah, good luck. I'm a max HP, max attack Parasect, and I'm on full HP. So this little baby who, you know, is underrated a lot, is going to clutch this for me. And honestly, Parasect's not too bad in areas. Yeah, okay, he's weak to 5 things and 2 of them are 4 times. But he does have 4 resistances with the dry skin, gives me a whole complete, you know, doesn't get affected by water type moves, and on top of that gets HP back from him. So there has been battles before where I've done things right to get down and actually clutched from a 4-1 back to win, including a fire Pokemon in that list up, which had 5 moves, mind you, because just played right and luckily avoided one Fire Blast, which was a vital turning point of the match. But that's the thing, you know, it just, at the right stages, it can be quite useful Pokemon, especially if you know, suss out whose moves are sitting in the background. But anyway, guys, if you did like that battle, please do, and this time we'll, you know, you'll hear me later, but we're going to Leech Life, and I mean new strong Leech Life, that like button, because it does help out, and you know, I like it when you like the videos, but if you don't think it's worth it, then whatever. And if you do have any suggestions, feedback, comments, whatever you want, throw them in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, whatever it is down there. And yeah, that's about it. So anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.